Well, here we have an Autel tablet, and I'm going to diagnose the Citroën C5 X7 2017 BlueHDI. So first of all, we select Citroën, and then we go for automatic VIN reading, and it's going to read the VIN, and we say OK, that looks right, and it's a C5 X7 as expected. Now we go to Diagnostic, Auto Scan, and this will go through all of the ECUs. Now the reason I'm using the Autel tablet rather than Diagbox is my Diagbox it's probably older, and it won't diagnose, it won't connect with the Engine ECU and a few other ECUs. So this tablet is more up to date. It's only a couple of years old, and it was updated for the first year. Then they want about £200 a year. That same braking system faulty on the car, just as it tested, but it came out with no fault. That is usual on a Citroën when you do the test. So we're coming through, and I can see all these ECUs are being sane, and none of them are showing faults. Yeah. The car's done 135,085 miles. Yep, there you go. Oh look, we've got a fault on the electronically managed suspension, but we're not showing any engine management faults, and we're not actually seeing anything wrong. So we'll have a look at that one at the end. We're 55% of the way through. See, the Autel tablet tells us top right hand corner that we're doing 14.5 volts at the moment. Yeah, 14.5. It goes up and down by the looks of things. It's up to 14.69. It's still scanning, 57%. The engine wiring housing seems to take a while. That's either looking for something it can't find. Yeah, no, the BSM, it found it, so it was checking it. And here we go, we're up to number 20. Voltage stabilizer. I know it's all quite boring because this car's not really got any faults, but we'll have a little look on live data to see how things are with regard to the DPF. The radio came on there because it's testing the radio. So here we are. It's stuck on the radio for a bit. It's coming up with diagnostic session running on the on the display. So it's still doing that one. Sorry about this. You can't miss ones out. I would miss the radio out. I'm not really that bothered about radios. Obviously they're a nuisance when the sat-nav doesn't work. But here we are. We're still stuck on that one at 81%. But the car is, we connect via that point there, and the cable goes in the top of the tablet. Still stuck on 81%, and it's still doing stuff to the radio, but I think it's just trying. You can't sort of turn it off. At least I don't know the way to turn the radio. Here we go, 94%. Power trunk, yeah, which it's got, and then so there we are. Electronic suspension. Let's have a look and see. I've got the engine running. So here we are, trouble codes. Triggering vehicle speed receipt fault is intermittent and it's U2 not characterized. So we're gonna erase that code, and yes, we'll go ahead. Trouble code's not, so we'll read codes, just check. And if we escape that and go to, there we go, it's reading the codes, it's got no faults. So the car is without faults. So C5 without faults, that's all very good. Now let's have a look at the engine. I won't look at every bit of live data other than to say this is quite a good tablet. So we can see the fuel circuit information. So we'll be looking for sort of 280, 250, that sort of setting on the bar. You see the fuel pressure is very close to what the setting is. Fuel temperature is 16, fuel pressure is 5 bar. That must be the low side, and there we go. So the engine speed's around 820 RPM. So we go back out of that one, and if we look on fuel circuit 2, this one is about the injector correction. Yeah, number of the latest successes, latest diesel injector, whatever that is. So here we go, fuel circuit 3. That's the difference in speed, very, very tiny. Yeah. Whoops, I didn't mean to hit that button twice. And we got the injectors classification, which would be useful to record that in case, any reason. And air intake information. That gives us engine speed, coolant temperature, atmospheric measured airflow, turbocharging, pressure measured very close to the reference value, and the air metering valve, exhaust gas recirculation. So that's open condition. That all looks pretty good. If we go to exhaust line information, that'll be to do with DPF. Yeah, so regeneration not requested. Total weight suit 8 grams, very low. 3 grams of additive in particulate fluid. Rate of clocking 21%. Additive in tank, that'll be a calculated value 1327. And the tank is 1390, so it's been refilled according to that. It's not gonna, so we'll go exhaust line 2. Sun's come out, which is perhaps distance since last regeneration 49 kilometers. Yeah. So, and we got a very tiny difference in differential pressure across the particle filter. So that all looks very good. Yeah. And it's done 270 since last particle. I reckon that's the mileage. I think 135,000 probably comes out at 217,000 kilometers. Yeah. So here we go, electrical information. So basically battery voltage 14 volt. This is engine running, and there we go. ECU temperature 32. Alternator speed, that's an interesting one, 2,400 RPM. So this is quite a good little tablet. It emulates Diagbox. Engine lubrication information. Yeah, we got the the oil pressure, 2.4 bar, that's the reference value, and we're around that. Yeah, seems flicking around a bit, but the oil temperature is 49 degrees. The car's not long. Estimated carbon content of the engine oil is 1%. So voltage of oil, yeah, distance remaining says 30,000 kilometers, but you can be sure I won't let it get there. So the cruise control information, that's just saying, I think it's just saying it's waiting. It's inhibited because we're stationary with the handbrake on. So there we go. That is the Autel tablet. It'll read the codes because we come out the engine ECU, and you can see up the top right the little car symbol. So that's passed. Everything is without fault. So very pleased with this purchase. Yeah. And now to escape, it says, are you want to just hit an escape? Yes, we want to exit. And that, there you go. So I searched for that by putting in CI, and it came up with all these with a CI in. Yeah. And now to escape that, I would just hold the power button down and power off. And I can diagnose quite a few cars with this without charging. You know, it does my Mazda, it does my older C5s, it does the modern C5, and I haven't got to worry about updating. Yeah, and so it's a very good little tool. Costs around £300, and it comes in a nice box. Yeah, I'm not trying to sell them, but and there we are. I'll unplug that, and before I do that, I will just turn the car off. Yeah, and so, thank you. Neighbour kindly let me before they sped down the road, and that is the car. Yeah.